everyone. I'm going to get started on the next page or next letter of my album, which is going to be the A page. And I'm just starting with another piece of the Cosmo Cricket umbrellas paper. And this is actually the scrap that's left over from the front cover. And now I'm going to take this picture that my husband took of all his clothes laid out and ready to go. And I'm going to add another one of those scalloped borders. Okay, and now I'm going to do another title. And this one's going to be Going Running Outfit, I believe. So I'm just starting with the G. And I am going to show you most of the titling for this book because I was running out of so many letters that I actually did quite a few sort of letter surgeries throughout the book. And so I wanted to show those to you. Now, going, I actually had enough letters. So it's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to do the next page. And I'm going to add 2 vertical 3x4 photos. Remember, the album is 8 inches. And I'm going to decorate with pattern paper. This is one of my favorite papers from the Snorkel collection. It's kind of bubbly stripes, and I really like it a lot. Just going to trim and punch the holes. Don't forget to do that. Going to add another of the border strips. Again, these are created using my corner rounder with a corner guide removed. And now I'm inking the edges. I'm going to add some more title, and this one required some surgery. I have Going Running is what I want to write, but I'm out of U's. So I'm taking a D as in dog, and I've cut the top off so that it is just the bottom. Looks like a U. And I've done it now again to make an N and just inverted it for the 2 ends in running, or the 3 ends in running. You can use a D as in dog for this, or you can use a P as in Peter for this. Now I have either a B as in boy or a Q as in quoits. And that is going to be my G eventually. Okay, so just messing with Going Running Outfit. Didn't have another T, so I cut the top off an F. And now I'm able to get my entire title, despite not having several of the letters. So you can actually cut up letters you don't use as much to make... Okay, that's a comma that I added to the bottom of the Q to make a G. There you see, Going Running Outfit. And I have a whole title. So, add I'm going to add my journaling spot, which actually I gave to my husband, and he journaled on it, since this is his album about his race. And I was not even in the same state when he ran it. I was out of town. So I knew nothing about what happened, and so that's why I wanted him to do the journaling. So just adding it with the foam tape because I wanted it to be kind of low profile. And this is a journaling spot from the Cosmo Cricket Snorkel collection that I backed on a scrap of black cardstock, just to make it a little sturdier. And now I'm going to get started on the next page, which is the L page. And the first thing I'm going to do is lay out my photos. Now once I've laid out my photos, I'm actually going to glue them down onto craft cardstock so I can work with them as strips and not having to work with them as individuals. So that's just what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to speed this up quite a bit so that you don't have to sit while I do the whole thing. And so basically all I'm doing is just on this craft cardstock, I'm going to glue the photos in a vertical strip and then cut them out with my craft knife so that I can have just one piece to move around instead of having to move around those 3 photos all the time. So just cutting it out with my craft knife. And now I'm adding my pattern paper, also from the Snorkel collection. And this piece wasn't big enough to completely cover the entire sheet, so I cut it in half of it. I'm going to glue half of it to the left side and half of it to the right side, and then put the photo strip in between. And you will not know that there's a gap. No one looking at the album would know that there's a gap, so that's a way that you can stretch your supplies. Here you see my strip is a little bit longer, so I'm just positioning it exactly where I want it, and then I'm going to trim off the top and the bottom. And that's just because when you take 3 3x4 photos and put them in a row, you have 9 inches. Okay, now I'm going to use Stays On to ink the edges of the photos because it's formulated for slick surfaces, and then I'll use my Color Box pigment ink to do any of the pages to paper.